Hello everyone, welcome to the ctwinereview.com. I'm Matteo Fagan, and back with us on a second visit is Geraldine Kenny, all the way from France. Well, actually New York, but originally from France. And here with some more Louis Latour wines. We love the wine so much that we invited her back. And Geraldine, thanks for making another appearance with some more Burgundy. More Burgundy.
Today we have Pouilly Fuisse, which is from Burgundy. It's actually from the Mâconnais. Mâcon is the city that's the limit, the southern limit of Burgundy, and this is right around Mâcon, right south of Mâcon. It's 100% Chardonnay, aged in steel. This one is a 2009.
Which was 2009, of course, was a fantastic, I mean, they're saying the vintage of the decade for specifically Burgundy, a lot of France, but more so Burgundy was a great year for the region. Yes. And Pouilly Fuisse, obviously.
Yes.
Tell us about this, because this is Pouilly Fuisse is very well known Chardonnay, but not often thought of actually. I think as Chardonnay. A lot of people think of it just as Pouilly Fuisse or Pouilly Fuisse. Come on, give us, how is it?
Pouilly Fuisse.
Thank you. Sorry, I tried, but.
Pouilly Fuisse is actually a good way to get people to know white Burgundies, because it is not oaky at all. So I have a lot of people who tell me they don't like Chardonnay because they don't like California Chardonnay.
Right.
So they think of the oak, and I tell them to try this, and they're very surprised. They don't think of it as Chardonnay, but when you think about it, since there's no oak on it, it literally tastes like full.
Now this, because this is
Chardonnay.
stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Unoaked.
Yes.
And even though I have to say, even though I've tried California stainless steel unoaked, you still get some classic California fruit in that Chardonnay. Where this is far more, drier, cleaner, leaner,
little crisp compared to.
And the nose is not jump out, very big fruit bowl kind of nose. It's a little subtle, a little more of a subtle nose that draws you in. It's
light. It's a good introduction to heavier style white Burgundies, like Chassagne Montrachet, Puligny Montrachet. It's a great value. Pouilly Fuisse is usually in the 20 between $20 and $30 usually. Yeah. This one is $19.99 here.
Right. It's nice. Wow. Very smooth finish, silky. It's very approachable. It's definitely a good wine for someone who wants to just start trying something other than Chardonnay, and would be surprised that this is Chardonnay. What's a classic French pairing for something like this?
I would say, well, to be cheesy, I would say cheese. Cheese would be great. It's a good refreshing wine. So it's also nice on its own, but it's also good with a lot of things. White meats, fish.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely, I would say, a seafood wine.
Seafood.
Some nice clean fish that's not obviously have a lot of sauce or something on it, but just nice, simple, clean, right off the grill. I had something like this would pair well with, I had like a salt baked kind of fish that was baked in salt, and you take it out, and it was just very...
Of fish?
Huh?
A kind of fish?
What do you mean, that kind of fish?
I don't know, what kind of fish?
A salt baked fish. What kind was it? It was like a snapper or something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That would be really nice for a snapper.
It wasn't very rich. It was just nice, simple, clean, elegant, not too much, but yeah. Nice. Okay. We have two other wines as well. So let's jump on Fleury, the Beaujolais, Cru Beaujolais, which is Beaujolais. This is one of probably the most undervalued, I'd say the most undervalued wines of France, in my opinion. I think it's something that's really, unfortunately, been beat up by a lot of big brands that do Beaujolais Nouveau, and it is not a fair representation of what this wine is at all. When you think about it, before we even, well, let's taste it and talk about it, because again, being 2009, this is going to be a fantastic wine. And you get that
Actually, yeah, 2009 according to Robert Parker, is the best vintage in 25 years in Beaujolais.
Wow.
So yeah, it might put it back on the map as a really, really good wine.
Yep.
So Beaujolais is a region south of Burgundy, right south of Burgundy, west of Lyon. It has 10 different crus. Fleury is one of them. Fleury is considered the queen of Beaujolais. This is the grape in Beaujolais is Gamay.
Gamay, right? Yeah.
So it's 100% Gamay. It's actually a grape that's a little unusual, and for a red, it opens up nicely when it's slightly chilled. So it's nice to serve it on ice,
Yeah.
which a lot of people don't know.
I'm having a little splash of that actually, because this is very good, and it just went down so easily.
Do you want me to pour it for you?
I'm sorry. You can tell. Why is it the queen of? Do you know why? Is it just the queen?
I think
of,
it's just because of the name. It's a girl's name.
Ah.
And also apparently, it's the most It's the most exported cru in America, which I didn't know.
Now, but the fascinating thing about Beaujolais as well is, right now you'd say a lot of people say that certain producers that make Nouveau is a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, it is it's a huge moneymaker for the region.
Yes.
For the region, everything is so. Most producers, would you say, have a certain amount of Beaujolais that they produce because it's such a moneymaker. They're able to they're able to cash in on their harvest essentially right away, as opposed to waiting months. And
Well, I mean, Beaujolais Nouveau is the biggest wine event in the world.
yeah,
It is.
it's like it is the I was going to say the Super Bowl, but actually, of course, there's a lot bigger sports in the world. Like,
No, it is. Yeah, it is the Super Bowl
huge, right?
of wine. It's like when it comes in at JFK, they open the cases at the airport, and it opens at midnight, and everybody parties.
Right.
And in Lyon, everybody drinks it at midnight. It's a big thing. The thing with Beaujolais Nouveau is you really have to drink it right away because it doesn't age. And a lot of people think that's the case for Beaujolais because.
No, but this is a 2009.
And this you can drink for the next 10 years.
The next 10 years, it's not a drink immediately situation like the Nouveau.
No.
It is.
not.
This is really. We actually just had the 2008 at a tasting, and now we're tasting the 2009. Huge difference, I have to say, between the 08 and the 09. Huge difference. But this is actually much denser.
It is.
Much denser Beaujolais than I've had. It's still very light and approachable and easy, but it's really nice quality. The fruit is there, but it's not light fruit. That's fantastic.
And it softens with age too. It becomes with age closer and closer to a Pinot.
Yeah, I can see this aging, and wanting to try this, grabbing a couple cases of this, cellaring it, and wanting to check it out each year to see where it's at, because it's definitely age worthy, but still very elegant and nice quality. Okay, and what would you pair this with? The food pairing question.
Grilled meats.
Grilled meats, yeah.
That's nice.
And you could certainly even have this with seafood, probably. That's something it's
With-
light enough.
Even with salmon.
With salmon, some maybe like scallops off the grill or something like
off
that,
the
maybe
grill.
if it's grilled. So now we're on to
Domaine de Valmoisine,
Domaine de Boismastine.
which is a Pinot Noir by Louis Latour, which is not a Burgundy. It's a vin
But
de
it's not a Burgundy, but it's close. Where is it situated?
It's a Vin Pays des Coteaux du Verdon, which is in the Ardèche area, which is south of Burgundy, a little bit more west, and it's actually up on a hill, 500 meters above the sea level, and it gets a lot of sun. It's very hot and dry there in the summer.
Okay.
So the grapes get really pumped up with sun. There's a lot of spice. You can smell it. A lot of fruit.
Yeah.
And I love this one. I think it's a great value because it's a little simple Pinot Noir, and you don't expect that much coming out of it.
No, but you get some really nice. I mean, there is some nice little blackberry kind
Yes.
of some pepper, even a little bit of pepper, white
Little bit of pepper.
a little more of that white pepper, and slight bit of leatheriness. I almost get a little hint of garrigue in here.
Garrigue.
Garrigue, yeah. You all know what garrigue is, right?
La garrigue.
Le garrigue. It's no, it's sort of a joke here around here. We were actually just talking about garrigue. Robert Parker made a garrigue reference in one of his write-ups, and I think he was talking of something like ridge or something. He mentioned garrigue, and none of us knew what it was. So I just found out what garrigue is, and it's a bush in a bush area in
the
France.
south of France.
So in case someone like Robert Parker tries to stump you with his garrigue knowledge, you know now what it is.
Exactly.
We've clarified that.
So yeah.
Garrigue. This has got garrigue all day. I mean, tons of garrigue in here. Le garrigue.
La garrigue.
La.
It's
Yeah.
feminine.
Right.
So yeah, on
Wow.
did you expect that much from, you know,
I didn't expect that much garrigue, I have to say.
a little,
It's,
you know,
you know,
red wine from
No,
so-
but this price point of this is, I mean, there you go. This is why this is a great deal. You're getting French Pinot Noir for around $12.99. Yeah, that's
bottled by Louis Latour, so it's all supervised by Louis Latour. It's all, I mean, well,
Yeah.
Burgundy style, except it's not a Burgundy.
right. And it's 2009. Still
It's
2009, which is a
2009.
fantastic vintage. So,
So this is usually around $13, $14.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a great little wine. And plus I like the shape of the bottle too. It's different. It's not a Burgundy style bottle.
And where, but tell me again, where is this situated? Where is the actual area? It's not too far from where you're from.
Yes.
And you, yeah.
I'm from Lyon.
Okay.
And we have a family house in Ardèche, which is southwest of Lyon. It's really, really hot and dry in the summer. It doesn't rain,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of garrigue.
A lot of garrigue. There we go.
A lot of rocks. Yeah, it's southwest of Burgundy, so it's hotter and drier.
Right.
And I feel that you can taste that.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste the
Well,
the spice.
it is, I mean, but you're getting the fruit. I mean, it's lush. You know, it has some.
Lush.
Yeah, but no, that's nice. She had a tasting here at Southington Wine and Spirits, and I think this almost sold out. We did pretty much sell out of this, and all three of these wines sold out. So I think they had a nice showing here with those, and the wines kind of spoke for themselves, and yeah, they were great. So thank you again, Geraldine, for making another appearance with the CTWineReview.com.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and do you have any things you'd like to mention that we?
Well, I think that the wines that we showed today actually are good, very good wines to start discovering Burgundy style.
Okay.
Pouilly Fuisse to start
Getting people-
trying Chardonnays that are not California style.
Yeah.
They're totally a different style. Gamay is a different grape that's
Yeah,
unknown.
Gamay, you have to get some Gamay.
And it's unknown to most people.
Really, and
because it's a Beaujolais
don't get
grape.
the Beaujolais Nouveau. Don't do it this year. Get the real deal.
Oh,
Cru
and I
Beaujolais.
forgot to say that this Cru Beaujolais, the Fleury, 2009 got 90 points.
90 points, not too shabby.
Not
That's
too
great.
shabby. So
That's
the
great.
Crus are really good
And
this
90
year.
points by you?
By me and by Wine Spectator, which
Wine
is almost
Spectator.
as good.
Okay. All right. Almost as good as you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So-
this one too.
And that one too?
No, it didn't get 90 points, but I mean...
I'll give it 90 points.
I think
yeah.
it's great.
I'm giving it 90 points right now. Okay, the CT Wine Review gives Valmoise, Valmoisine 90 points.
No, it's
Okay.
a great, and it's a great.
You heard it
great
here
deal.
first, giving out 90 plus points. Okay, so that's it. So here's to enjoying wine and garrigue, la garrigue, Louis Latour, Geraldine, the CT Wine Review. Salute, ciao, and
Cheers.
cheers, and tell me-
Santé.
Santé, santé.